Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a thumbs up on the YouTubes. Share it. Get that notification bell going. Go to the links below on YouTube. There's a description part below the video. Click that. There's Patreon. Go ahead and become a patron. I'd appreciate it. Email me if you have any questions. And follow me on social media. Or you can buy a t-shirt. Don't worry. Alright, Libra. February 2020. Your loving home planet Venus moves into aggressive Aries on February 7th, causing you to be more selfish than usual. You're more focused on your own needs now, and you might become angry when you don't get your way. This isn't typical of you, Libra, so close friends and colleagues will wonder what's up. A subtle Capricorn moon arrives on the 18th, allowing you to regain your composure and get serious about your life and the projects you're working on. Future goals come into focus easily, and you shouldn't have a problem figuring out a way to be successful in whatever you choose to pursue. The bright sun moves into Pisces on the same day, bringing in an excellent time for forgiveness and healing. Are you still hanging on to a past hurt, Libra? It's time to let go so you can live your best life. It's hard to move forward when you're constantly looking over your shoulder, rehashing old hurts and regrets. February 25th brings a happy Sun-Mercury conjunction in bright Pisces, putting the focus on fast and unemotional interactions. This isn't exactly the fish's specialty, so it will be important to rely on your intuition when you aren't sure. Expect a lot of jokes and innuendo to go right over your head now. So all in all, you might feel like you're the odd man out, or the third wheeler for the month of February. Present, your current situation, Libra, February of 2020. The moon. The moon represents illusionary situations, possibly deep perceptions and feelings of uncertainty. Emotions are highly charged and fluctuating, like a pendulum swinging back and forth due to the mystical associations of the moon. It can also show our dreams becoming more vivid as the subconscious reveals itself to us. Feelings of intuition and gut instincts are heightened. When this card is present, it also warns that it's important not to jump to conclusions, for the light of the moon can create illusions, shapes in the shadows that are not what they seem. There is usually far more to a situation than first meets the eye, and it would be wise to be watchful but not to act in haste, taking time until the situation has revealed itself more clearly. So that's kind of the basis of what I was reading. You know. More selfish than usual. You're more focused on your own needs now, and you might become angry when you don't get your way. Close friends and colleagues will wonder what's up. So it's your own personal illusionary deception of yourself and what you're trying to, So you're not being yourself. I mean, you're being. There's something to it though. There's more to it. Let's get into the keywords and phrases here. So we have keywords are fear, illusion, imagination, bewilderment. Key phrases: releasing inner demons, feeling a nameless apprehension, suffering from phobias, giving in to the shadow self, lacking courage, being overcome by anxieties. That sounds like it's probably it. Being overcome by anxieties. Having vivid dreams or visions, opening to fantasy, plumbing the unconscious, entertaining unusual thoughts, being outlandish and bizarre, accepting a false picture, deceiving yourself, having unrealistic ideas, misapprehending the truth, experiencing distortions, chasing after fantasy, losing direction and purpose, having trouble thinking clearly, becoming confused, being easily distracted, feeling disoriented, wandering aimlessly. So that's probably how you're feeling. Influence, helpful or challenging energies for Libra in February of 2020. Two of Wands. Coming to a crossroads. Burning passion. Having moved forward from the energy and ideas that that has to do with the synchronicity with the Ace of Wands. Two of Wands shows that the initial stages have progressed to get the project off the ground. But this is challenging or helpful. As with all new ventures, you need to focus on your future plans and put in the required amount of effort to succeed. But the presence of this card shows that the potentiality exists. The energy of two may also indicate a partnership, collaborations, and negotiations with others may be significant to your project, so these are worthy of consideration. Two of Wands is a positive card that shows you moving in the direction of your goals and ambitions. You probably don't feel that, though, with the moon there. Two of Wands, keywords, personal power, boldness, originality. So these are probably helpful and like I said, it's helpful and challenging at the same time to do these things. But if you do them, it'll help you out. It'll be challenging. Commanding attention and respect, directing those around you, holding the world in your hands, wielding influence, calling the shots, having authority, swaying others to your position, being able to achieve your goals. That's probably why you're being a little more aggressive in the beginning of February. Doing what no one else has done, creating your own style, being a pioneer, taking a different approach, inventing something new, diverging from the crowd, marching to a different drummer, daring to do what you want, taking a risk, gambling events will go your way, confronting a situation head on, taking the initiative, speaking your mind, facing fear directly, taking the bull by the horns, seizing the day. I mean, from the moon to the Two of Wands being helpful or challenging. That's why it's challenging for you to choose a. Do you continue with the BS, or do you adapt with the illusion and kind of snap out of it? It sounds like you will towards the 18th. It was talking about regain your composure and get serious about your life and the projects you're working on. Future goals come into focus easily, and you shouldn't have a problem figuring out a way to be successful in whatever you choose to pursue. Past issues, the base of the situation for Libra in February of 2020. The Sun. And this is coincides with the Two of Wands here. I saw that the Two of Wands reinforcing cards was the Sun. Vitality, brilliance, greatness. That's probably why you're coming in with the moon illusion in your situation. Because you are brilliant and you have a vitality and you are great. So The Sun is one of the most positive cards in the tarot, for it brings happiness, success, and triumphs, excellent relationships, a happy marriage, contentment, prosperity, and good health. The Sun tends to shine favorably upon any situation. When this card is present, it is important to make the most of its favorable aspects. Keywords: enlightenment, greatness, vitality, assurance. Key phrases: understanding, finding the sense behind the chaos, attaining a new level of insight, having an intellectual breakthrough, getting to the heart of the matter, realizing the truth. So it's probably because you're breaking away from the bullshit in the world, or your environment that you're in. That's what it seems like. In January, it kind of caused... We'll see in the immediate past here, next card. Continue on. Becoming radiantly energized, bursting with enthusiasm, experiencing joy, feeling invigorated, getting charged up, enjoying great health, achieving prominence, being singled out for notice, having a personal moment of glory, setting an outstanding example, shining forth brilliantly, demonstrating distinction, becoming the center of attention, feeling free and expansive, honoring your true self, knowing you can succeed, being confident, believing in your worth, trusting your abilities, forgiving yourself. And an opposing card is the Moon. And when it's opposing, the Moon means confusion, disorientation, illusion. But the reinforcing card is the Two of Wands, personal power, vitality, brilliance, and you're helpful or challenging, though. So it's going to be challenging to have that vitality and brilliance and personal power. But if you step into it and take that right path out of the two different directions you can go, it's going to be helpful. If you don't, it's going to be challenging. You're going to continue the dark, hard path versus the easy, light path. Because if you look at the Two of Wands here, you got one path that goes up to the hard... Over here are the mountains. And this, through the forest to the mountains. Well, there's not much of a forest here. It looks like it looks easy at first, but then it gets challenging. Look at this mountain that you have to go over. But if you go this other way, you have a forest there, but there's no mountain, which may be a little bit challenging to get through, figuring out your way. But I don't know. Let's see what's the immediate past. What is behind you, Libra, in February of 2020? Six of Wands. Accomplishments, getting recognized for your achievements. This lovely card signifies that your efforts and achievements will be recognized by others, or has because it's in the past. As such, it can often show a promotion coming in, or you got a promotion last month, or in January. If you've been working hard, wondering if your efforts are ever going to pay off, then you can be assured that you will feel a sense of satisfaction with your accomplishments. Furthermore, others will be pleased for you too. This type of success is well deserved, and you have every right to feel pleased with your efforts so far. The Six of Wands is the bearer of great news. So you got some good news in the past, immediate past. Keywords: triumph, acclaim, pride. So that's what happened in January. Having your day in the sun, being vindicated, walking away with the prize, prevailing against all comers, coming out on top, achieving success. This may be leading up to why your basic situation and what happened recently is causing you to be a little delusional about yourself. Being full of yourself. We'll see in the crowning thoughts here. Enjoying healthy self-esteem, strutting your stuff, holding your head up high, feeling worthy of notice, having a high opinion of yourself, putting yourself above others, being arrogant, condescending, feeling self-important. Or you may be coming in a crossroads of realizing that you weren't the nicest person with how you felt about yourself and like how you put yourself out towards others. being acknowledged, getting a pat on the back, receiving an award or citation, getting praise or a compliment, earning applause, achieving recognition. Reinforcing cards, sign, acclaim, prominence. That's the basis of your situation. Crowning thoughts, your thoughts regarding a situation, Libra, in February of 2020. That didn't go smoothly. It seems like that is a signifier of what's going on in your mind. Something didn't go over smoothly. Page of Wands. That's what you're thinking about. Good news coming in, usually swiftly, maybe work related. Can be classed as letters, telephone calls, or word of mouth. That's what's on your mind. Keywords: being creative, be enthusiastic, being confident, be courageous. Key phrases: take a novel approach, be original, invent, find a new area of self-expression, use your art, come up with a solution, go in a new direction, tackle a challenge, say yes I can, believe in yourself, stretch your envelope, move beyond doubts, focus on success, know that where there's will, there's a way. Jump in wholeheartedly, get excited, show optimism, be the first to volunteer, be passionate, get your blood flowing, take a risk, be daring, have an adventure, avoid the sure thing, take assertive action, be a leader, overcome a fear. So it seems like you've got your thoughts. I mean, that kind of aligns with the Sun. That sounds, on the Six of Wands a little bit with the Two of Wands. It sounds like you want to take the path that leads to the best outcome that you've been wanting for. You don't really care how hard it is either way. Is it going to where you want to go? It's like this path goes over a mountain, this one goes over a forest, but which one leads to where I want to go? You don't care if you have to go over a mountain or through a forest and get lost. That doesn't matter to you. And there's some kind of news that came up that is causing you to be in a state of confusion a little bit. Immediate future, what is about to happen for Libra in February of 2020? Seven of Swords. Doesn't look good. That's someone taking this Five of the Seven Swords and realizing they left two behind. Whether they're a thief or not, I don't know. The Seven of Swords can represent situations not going as you had anticipated or bad luck affecting matters. Sometimes theft may be indicated, so you need to be mindful of this and taking necessary precautions. It can often show a situation where something is taken in greed without any apparent feelings of guilt, such as usually the nature of theft. There's an element of unfairness surrounding this card. Be forewarned is forearmed. But forewarned is forearmed. This card also represents the use of diplomacy against heavy-handed methods to achieve the desired results. So you have to be true to who you are, Libra. You're in the state of not being yourself. And that is going to lead you into a bad situation. So Libra is typically, the diplomat there. Being justice and the balance and stuff, the scales. What's going on, Libra? You and freaking Virgo. I don't know. I'm pulling up keywords for Seven of Swords here. Running away, hidden dishonor, lone wolf style. Maybe you're something that you're hiding and don't want others to know about. shirking responsibility, sneaking off, leaving, avoiding obligations, being afraid to face the music, taking the easy way out, hiding from the truth, procrastinating, deceiving or being deceived, covering your tracks, maneuvering behind the scenes, being two-faced, seeing others take the rap, controlling without appearing to, avoid a shameful secret, lying or stealing, feeling you don't need anyone else, wanting independence, deciding not to help, keeping something to yourself, preferring solitude, staying aloof, wanting to go it alone, holding people at arm's length. That's your immediate future. Hold on, let's get more into this. Your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation, Libra, in February of 2020. You know, all these other tarot readers out there, they don't ever get into some heart-to-heart, you know. I mean, they may. I haven't seen it. I follow a lot of YouTubers that do tarot reading, and I don't see them getting into like this kind of reading. They always try to be optimistic and positive, and it's like, you know, real life isn't always as pretty as you. And I'm trying to be optimistic that by letting you know what's going on and telling you you don't want to do this, and letting you know how to maybe have a better mindset about it to help you through it. Temperance. What's your fears, huh? Emotional concerns regarding the situation. It's probably about you. You're afraid of what you are going to do. Temperance represents moderation, having patience, the ability to compromise to find satisfactory solutions. Diplomacy and cooperation and balanced emotions is a card of successful integrating opposite forces. With harmony and compatibility, it suggests the perfect union. It can also represent a receptive environment for reconciliation to take place. Where justice represents balanced thought, temperance stands for balanced emotions. Always a lovely, gentle card when it appears in readings. And temperance angle, the temperance angel often brings healing. Balanced emotions. That's what you're afraid of, or your emotional concerns regarding the situation in February. It sounds more like you did balance of emotions inside with yourself. I mean, at the beginning you're going to be dealing with being aggressive and not being yourself. Remember the horoscope. Let's get into this here. Temperance, balance, health, combination. Find the middle ground, showing moderation, avoiding excess, mitigating a harsh position, looking for the golden mean, reaching a compromise, offsetting an extreme, renewing energy and vigor, healing, enjoying well-being, recovering, flourishing. You're concerned about these things, if they're going to happen or not, if your life's going to not be harmonious. Look at this next word, experiencing harmony. You're worried that you're not going to experience harmony. Achieving equilibrium, bringing together opposites, recognizing all sides, fostering cooperation, feeling centered and secure, gathering together what is needed, joining with others, consolidating, finding the right mix, creating synthesis, getting it all together. Environmental factors, how others see you, Libra, in February of 2020. I think this is going to help us understand the temperance a little bit more and why it's in the fear position. Environmental factors, how others see you, Libra, in February of 2020. I mean, I think this goes so deep into the root of who you are that it's even hard for me to figure this out right now. This is some inner turmoil, like everybody is, but more for you than anyone else right now for February. Deep into your soul that this, like, only your soul knows, and are you in tune with that? There might be some karmatic past life stuff you need to work on regression and helping you figure out why you're having such a delusional moment. I mean, you might be having issues with it. Let's see. Maybe the World card will show up. Environmental factors, how others see you. What card shows up? The Magician in reverse. So if one of these cards, this specific deck, comes up reverse, it means it's half the effect of the card. So it's kind of true. It's like it's half full, half empty kind of thing. The Magician. So environmental factors. It's manifesting, and so people see you as the manifester, as the magician that can get things figured out, even when it needs to be a miracle. But it being in reverse means they're not so sure if you are that person that you thought you were. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a second here. I think they're this way, but I'm not sure. I'm starting to wonder about them because the moon is never being aggressive, and the Magician's message is to inform you that you have all the skills and ability required to handle as a task well and bring it to a successful conclusion. So this is how people see you. Just like the Magician, you must apply yourself with concentration and willpower in order to succeed, but you have all the potential to do so. So they see you full of potential, but they're starting to wonder if you do really have all this potential. This is a time for action and initiative and a new ventures. You need to have confidence that you are indeed heading in the right direction. I mean, it coincides with the moon there and also with what the horoscope was saying in February. Let's see here. Two of Wands is a reinforcing card. Personal power, wielding a strong force, but that's helpful and challenging for you. Keywords: action, conscious awareness, concentration, power. That's how they see you. Doing what needs to be done, realizing your potential, making what's possible real, practicing what you preach, carrying out plans, producing magical results, using your talents. But it's in reverse, and they notice that you're not being yourself. I mean, we're going to move on. You get the point. Your hopes, what you really wish for, February of 2020, Libra. Two of Swords. The Two of Swords symbolizes a stalemate situation or one in which deadlock exists. You may feel that you need to make a decision and yet are unable to move one way or another due to feelings of confusion. Your hopes and wishes. And challenging, hopeful is the Two of Wands, the path, of a fork in the road. So you hope to figure this out. Or you kind of hope that you could just ignore it and just be like, it's going to work itself out like it usually does for you. We do not see the woman's hand, so it can be assumed she is free to remove the blindfold herself, but inertia prevents her from doing so. You need to look at the situation logically and try a new approach to break the deadlock. There's always something that can be done. In the eyes of the universe, no decision is still a decision. So it's far better to take an active part in your destiny. So you kind of wish you could just be like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm not doing. That's what you hope and wish for. I don't want to play any part of anything and just watch it all work out. And that's not good. Poor Libra. I feel bad for him. I mean, I've been there. Trust me. Blocked emotions, avoidance, stalemate. You wish you could just be emotionless. You just avoid everything. Outcome. Answer to your question, Libra, in February of 2020. The Hanging Man. Life may seem to be in a period of suspension, but this offers the opportunity to look at matters from a different and fresh perspective, which will bring a possible solution through better understanding. This card can indicate self-sacrifice. Sometimes we need to let go of something in the shorter term to gain something considered far more beneficial in the longer term. It can represent delayed gratification, which is also a form of self-sacrifice. The Hanged Man card, despite its appearance, is not one to be feared. Remember, the figure is in a voluntary position. Keywords: letting go, reversal, suspension, sacrifice. Having emotional release, accepting what is, surrendering to experience, ending the struggle, being vulnerable and open, giving up control, accepting God's will. This is your outcome in February, at the end of February. Pausing to reflect, feeling outside of time, taking time to just be, giving up urgency, living in the moment, waiting for the best opportunity. Alright. Additional clues, guidance about the reading for Libra in February of 2020. The Emperor. The World. There it is, the World. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So getting a bounty, a bunch of finances answered, but it's in reverse, so it's kind of true. It's not like winning a lot or anything. And the Hermit in reverse. Alright, so this is part 1. If you want to watch part 2, you're going to have to go over to part 2 Libra reading, where I get more in depth and ask specifically about each card. I do 3 different decks in part 2, so you get a better understanding. I mean, with the Emperor, that's authoritative. The World